it's in the game. It's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, the number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
We throw around so loosely these days, Mike, the idea of being a physical freak, right? This specimen that we just aren't accustomed to seeing, let alone at the quarterback position. The arm talent, the ridiculous blend of size and speed, the ability to make plays with your feet and extend. All of these things come to mind when we look at this guy. Now, going forward, how does he strike that balance between being the game changer and that aggressive athlete with the ball in his hand, but also finding a way to stay on the field and be able to develop? Make no mistake about it, though. The energy in this stadium is palpable, and he's the biggest reason why. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Catch made. That's Woods. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the 4th down.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
A lot of guys love sitting here, Mike, and nitpicking his game. And I would agree, some of it is fair criticism. But there's one thing you can't deny. This guy is electric with the ball in his hands. One of the best open field runners, regardless of position in the entire league. But for him to take the next step and develop as a quarterback, He needs to match that arsenal that he has with his legs and develop a little bit more in the traditional passing game with his arm. If he's able to do that, they're not only going to have a chance to win here today, but they're going to win for a long time in the future.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Harris. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. Back to throw is Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by down. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He'll try to run for it. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Richardson. Good blocking, and he's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Fields. We drop this down to Warren. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. The Colts got a strong first half from their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A first down throw for Fields. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now, this defense has no answers.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time.
Game, offense. Still second down.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point.
Now Fields. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success. throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down, 3 to go. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Second down and 8. Richardson to throw. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
This one caught at the 4. The Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second and goal. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll drop to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It is second down and 5. Fields. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he can hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Throwing again. Fields on second. That ball intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Here's first down. They'll go with Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. It's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win for the Colts. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.